Andrew B. had forwarded me the following videos that were documented by Wade Lanigan, a young man who's living together with his young daughter in a supposedly haunted house. Ever since moving in, he felt that something was just not right. And lately, more and more really odd encounters seem to be taking place in his home, especially at night.
At the end of this video, I'll add the photo for context to anyone that's seeing this and hasn't seen the first video. I'm home alone, just me and my daughter, and someone took a picture of me in my bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, which is super terrifying. Right now, I'm staying at a buddy's house in his guest room. We're too spooked to stay at my house. It's just too creepy. Even though I did search the whole house, there's definitely no one there, and I made a police report. I made sure to screenshot it so you can see what time it was taken. It's at 2:34 in the morning. As you can see, there's no way that my daughter could have taken it. And there was no one else at my house. Yeah, the way that the photo looks is just super creepy, and it looks like someone was standing on my bed, which is also super creepy.
Ever since this terrifying image had been found on his phone, things just got stranger and stranger. Or may one say, even way more scarier. Shortly after, pretty heavy poltergeist activity started to occur, and Wade found himself in quite the terrifying situation tonight. He updated his community with another bone-tingling update, talking about some mysterious force that was dabbling with his doorbell.
Man, I'm so freaked out right now.
And then the young man makes a big mistake and opens the door to the entity, making many believe that this was the point in time where he allowed this thing inside his home. The following unfolded shortly after.
You okay? Daisy, get in the car. Get in the car.
He realized that the dark entity was staring at him from inside the house, while he was glancing back at it from his car. In his opinion, there was no doubt that this must have been a malevolent entity that possibly wanted him out of the house, but why is unknown. Who can say? The following videos have been shared by Jessica Cartanis, who for the most part is uploading videos with her babies. They perform funny dances together or share entertaining family moments with their viewer base. However, one day, when recording a silly little baby dance, they noticed that there seemed something off in the background. While Jessica is dancing with her daughter, there's some strange movement going on underneath the bed frame in one of the rooms in the back. She stated that her husband and dogs were out of the house at the time. So, what could this have been? Shortly after this was captured, the family also noticed some really strange noises that were stemming from the attic. Some nights it got pretty loud, so Jessica decided to hold her phone up there. Do you think she could capture something otherworldly? Or could this perhaps just be the eyes of a wild animal that made it into her home? To this day, it's not exactly clear what happened. The following video was shared by user Beats by Richie. Richie is a young aspiring music producer and he mostly shares his creative work on his very own profile. Today, however, we want to check out a recording that Richie described as quite unusual and terrifying. The video was recorded one evening by his girlfriend and they both were spending the night watching movies and talking about life. The clip starts with Richie relaxing on the bed, and just a brief moment before the short video ends, this appears on video.
Damn, are you checking yourself out?
Come on.
Cock?
A creepy head is visible in the right top corner of the screen, a head of somebody that was not accounted for. It is safe to say that the two were spending the evening alone, so after seeing this, the couple suspected that they might have caught something from another plane, a ghost perhaps. What else could this have been? It does not look like an arm or a body part, making this sighting even more creepy. Do you think they captured something paranormal that night? Now we are looking at a video that was sent in by a user to the channel Fourth Wall. He has been documenting a haunted house for the last few months. In this video, he goes into detail on the history of the home to find answers regarding the paranormal activity he has been experiencing. According to the neighbors, the first owner was a friendly man in his mid-40s who moved out of the home after less than a year for unknown reasons. There was one other resident to the home before the man bought it. However, very little is known about that man. The uploader has security cameras in various spots around the house in order to catch any paranormal activity. He also has an alert on his phone that lets him know if motion is detected anywhere in the house. The door seems to close entirely on its own. What makes this even creepier is that there's some speculation that the previous owner may have actually passed away in this very washroom. Now the man wakes up due to the motion alert and goes checking. But what he didn't realize is that he might actually not have been alone in the bathroom. We can see an apparition through the see-through door, and when the man takes a peek, there's no one there. Could it be that the former owner was actually visiting him that night? Or what else could this have been? The next clip was uploaded by user From Paranormal and was actually taken during a Facebook Live that occurred at Holocombe Church in the UK. The group of investigators mainly focuses on live events where they visit haunted locations and take viewers around in real time. In this episode, the team was exploring the cemetery outside the church when something catches the group's attention.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
A white mist seems to appear out of nowhere and briefly takes the shape of a human before vanishing. The event happened so fast that it would have been easy to miss. Luckily, the group had cameras to capture the sighting, There's no way this could have just been fog, given the density and the speed that the mist appears and then is gone again. So what could this be? And why the vaguely human shape? This is a graveyard after all, so there might certainly be some spirits lingering around. Let me know what you guys think. And now we want to check out a video from paranormal investigator Chriselle Luna. And tonight I think she and a team member are traveling to a haunted residence that seems to be abandoned, and they caught some really interesting activity that night. Let's take a look. Once again, we are on YouTube subtitles, so let's hope for the best. So it's 1 a.m., huh?
Todo lo que hay aquí y cómo se ve desde lejos, esa es la casa. Este es el lugar donde han venido los participantes del Hexatlón y donde yo vine anteriormente con Ali para investigar.
So they were there before.
Varias
Interesting
evidencias.
detail.
Los han enviado a este lugar porque tiene una historia muy inquietante, muy tenebrosa, que ya se las conté en un video anterior cuando vine a este lugar.
I guess we missed the creepy backstory.
Esta es la tercera vez que lo visito. La primera vez estuve aquí con Ali en scouting. Después volvimos para realizar una investigación. Y siendo honesta, no me gusta venir aquí.
So she has been there for like 3 times now in total. And I've just read that there's a lot going on in this house. Let's see if we capture something that particular night as well.
Te rechaza la energía. Pude recibir algunas de ellas. Ahora parece que todo está en calma, pero no me fío porque venimos llegando.
Oh!
Y ahí entras. Escucha.
Did you hear that?
Tranquilo. Ya parece que se está empezando a manifestar algo, la energía se está moviendo.
Well, there was a shadow standing in the corner, and then there was a weird
Ya
move.
saben, obviamente, las entidades que aquí habitan, que estamos en su morada.
What was that?
¿Alguien
Right above me.
conmigo?
I want to see that again, guys, in the corner of the
Pero
room. Look,
no me fío
and listen to the sound.
porque venimos llegando y ahí entras. Escucha.
What was that?
Tranquilo. Ya parece que se está empezando a manifestar algo, la energía se está moviendo. Ya saben, obviamente, las entidades que aquí habitan.
As if somebody's crying, and then now take a look. Here was something too.
Estamos en su morada.
Can't fully make it out though.
Está ayudándome con la luz. Te voy a grabar poquito. Es muy asfixiante.
Okay, so now we are back inside.
Respirar bien.
In the bedroom or something? Is that the living room? No, not at all.
Estamos en un sótano.
Basement.
Pasos arriba. No hay nadie. Escucha. Ali.
Ay,
Escucha. ¿Quién está? Vámonos. Vámonos, ya no quiero estar aquí. Vámonos.
so they're pretty freaked out. I have not heard anything. Could you guys hear anything?
Ay, no, ¿qué es? ¿Qué es?
Well, I hear them breathing, but God, those cuts are terrible.
Cuidado con la puerta, cuidado.
Second floor now. Oh! Oh, that spooked me. That's... What? There's a shadow? Oh! There was a shadow! Let's take a look at that again, guys. It's very subtle though, right? I mean, we see something moving by, but could this just be, them maybe moving by and it reflects onto the wall? I mean, this is just speculation at this point, but it's such a subtle shadow compared to what we've seen before. I mean, it could be paranormal related. What do you guys think? Captured by a young man who thinks that he's living in a pretty haunted place. He was alone that night and heard some strange stuff that was going on in the other rooms of the house he was living in. It is from 2014, so the quality is kinda meh.
¿Qué va? Oh. 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 Oh.
He's leaving his apartment now? Back in the living room. What is that? You hear that? Is there somebody standing? Something seems to frighten this young man quite a bit, but I can't tell you what it is. Oof, hard to say. I mean, there is something. Following is a recording that was shared by user Abel3E. He had to share it with his viewers because what was captured frightened him to the core. A friend of his has a surveillance camera set up that watches over their backyard. This is the yard during daytime. As you might have already guessed, they believe that the camera has captured a ghost one night. His friend is living next to an abandoned house, and it is not further known if anything paranormal related was ever documented around that residence. Yet, one night, on the other side of the fence, a really creepy event got captured on video. When checking the surveillance footage one night, his friend almost got a heart attack. Now take a close look. It would appear that the spirit of a child is walking by. And make no mistake, could it be a coincidence that it is seen next to the swing set? Perhaps. What is your opinion? Could it just be a regular kid? But why would it be seen on an abandoned property in the midst of night? Let me know. Natalia has sent the following video, which she had found, posted by user Sandra Fulton Hamilton John. She uploaded it on her profile and was quite scared to say the least. The post reads as follows. This video is of our deaf friend Jack talking on video chat to his girlfriend. This is proof that spirits do exist. We had paranormal activities come to the house. We had it analyzed and it is very creepy. The house and everything around it in that particular area of Lumberton has a lot of supernatural activity going on around it. Sounds intriguing. Let's take a look. shadow figure is passing by behind Jack's shoulders in an inhumane speed, and he obviously didn't notice it at the time. I have seen several of these fast-moving shadow incidents, and have to say that many of them seem legit. Of course, these events could still be staged, but this particular one, I would give the benefit of the doubt. How about you? A really unsettling video. Next we will take a look at a rather interesting CCTV recording that was forwarded by Ricardo. It is said that a man noticed the motion sensor triggering his home surveillance camera around 5:30 in the morning, and it was quite the unusual sighting, because there appeared something in front of the lens that he had never seen before. So he uploaded it to TikTok and hoped for some answers. It's really mysterious how these two objects appear in the middle of the driveway, without a reason really, and they make it to the left side of the screen before disappearing. The man first thought of a prank by the neighbors perhaps, but people commented that it looks like two unidentified little creatures. What could it have been exactly? The next video was sent to me by Ryan Donahue, who tells me that what we are looking at here is a capture that was shared in the mystery section of Reddit. It is said that two urban explorers ventured to an abandoned building in their hometown. It is not further explained what area they were exactly located at, but apparently the building has been part of several rituals in the past, by all kinds of cults and different people. Seeking for a little thrill, the two men are exploring every part of the rundown building. And at a certain point, they feel that there might be somebody talking, and the noises seem to be stemming from the second floor. Have you seen that? Let's take another look at it. After brightening it up a bit, it actually does look like somebody is peeking out of the corner behind the back wall. A pale figure. People actually suspect that it could be the spirit of a woman. Do you agree? Or is it simply just a hoax played out by these two men? Whatever the exact answer, it's pretty mysterious.
Alright, this video was uploaded by Nitro Sideshow, and he tells us a video of an alleged ghost sighting recorded in the Vale Town Museum in Victor, New York. Not a lot of info has been given to us at this point, but I suppose it's a museum ghost. Let's take a look at it. An unexplained figure moves from the background forward. The investigator doesn't notice the moving figure, okay, so they did not notice it at the time, and we decide, of course.
Oh, that's an old video, huh? Oh, is it maybe here? Is there somebody standing? It does appear like it a little, but this might not even be what I was looking for. Is that the replay? Well, I certainly see something standing here. But it's super grayish. Oh yeah, it is moving. Look at that. There is something certainly moving here. It's creepy. It's like almost an elderly person, and you can... Wow, with a robe on, and it's semi-transparent. Look at it. Like, this is really weird. Look here, when he walks past the pole, you can see through the face, kinda. Which would not be possible if we are talking another investigator, perhaps, or another human being. I mean, I saw it immediately, that there seemed to be somebody standing, and now, yeah, see that? How he moves back and forth, and then it's just gone. This is a significant capture. I really like that one. And I don't think that to be a human being. Just see, you can always a little bit see through that thing. That's why I don't believe that this is a normal object that's moving. They have so many nice filters. And yes, even here, we see that somebody is certainly just moving through the picture. The following video was sent in by Thomas, and it was supposedly recorded by 2 security guards who felt the need to share the following on Reddit. It is said that they were controlling several of the CCTV monitors that are hooked up to different cameras around the empty hallways and rooms of a building they are protecting. Something rather interesting caught their attention one night, and they thought it was a prank at first. However, nobody else seemed to be on the premises at the time, so they were quite a bit baffled.
Like she's floating, Bob. Got it. This looks like she's floating, Bob. Got it.
There certainly is a strange object hovering over the ground. It looks almost humanoid. But it's really hard to say what exactly that thing is. It has been captured by yet another camera, though.
Yeah.
To the naked eye, it does look transparent, a wispy shape one could say, but nobody will ever know what exactly went down that night. Mysterious.